Today I got to work on this little pupper named Cinna, and I'll show you guys the mistake I made that got me bit. A lot of time big dogs don't like to be picked up, they're not used to it. I realized pretty quick she doesn't want to be touched in that way or picked up at all. So I try to make sure she knows I'm not trying to hurt her, but I knew at this point there was a good chance she at least tried to bite at me when I picked her up. So instead of getting a muzzle, I figured I can get away with it. That didn't work out too well for me, but it's been a while since I've been bit like this. So I got some duct tape and a glove and we're good to go. Use the muzzle just to get her in the bath and then we take it off. And I need to point out this dog is not aggressive. I would say just a fearful bite. So we start off with that blueberry facial, now we got that shampoo rolling in. Next we'll use that soft rubber curry brush and get her scrubbed up from head to paw. Gonna do this for about 5 minutes or so. Just a little bit of hair coming out, but we'll keep going and see what we can get. And as you can see, she's a really nice girl. She just didn't want no man touching her up like that. Now we'll get her rinsed down and we'll do a quick towel dry. Next we'll move on to that power dryer. She was definitely not a fan of this, started getting really anxious and barking a bit, biting at the hose. So we did what we could just for a few minutes and then we crate dried the rest of the way. Check on my bite, still there. And now she's dry, I'll get that Equus avocado mist and the Refresh T-Shed brush. Do this brushing process for 10 minutes. You can see all that crazy hair coming out. Just got to get it to the point of no crazy hair coming out. Give her some pets and love. I think she's sorry. See that aftermath of all that hair. Get her all bowed up. Check out that nice, clean, healthy, shiny coat. No crazy hair coming out. She's all ready to go home. Today I got to work on this big boy named Pluto. And I wanted to do his nails first, so I had to ask permission. And he said no. So we got him in the tub and then rinsed down. Then we start off with that blueberry facial and got that shampoo rolling in. Now I'll get that soft rubber curry brush and get him scrubbed up from head to paw. Of course I got to squish his face in between. Not too much coming out, but we'll do it once more over. Usually we're going to do this for about 5 minutes or so, unless there's no hair coming out. Quick rinse down, towel dry. Now we'll move on to the power dryer. He's a little bit nervous, tries to escape a bit, but he does okay. Of course he makes me carry him out of the tub. Then we keep his tennis ball here, that's like his comfort toy. Get that Equus avocado mist with that rubber curry brush again. Of course he's the nicest boy ever. After a couple minutes of this, we'll switch over to the Sleek Easy. He's not shedding too much, so we'll just do this for a few minutes. And of course we gotta leave time for cuddles and pets. And playtime. Then I'll look him over once more, get him up with a blue bandana. Now we'll check out his nice, clean, healthy, shiny coat. No crazy hair coming out. And he's all ready to go home. Today I got to work on this youngster named Chase. We'll check out his coat. You can see he definitely needs a good D-shed. So of course I'll get my Equus avocado mist and get that all rubbed in. I'm going to go in for that pre-blowout, help loosen up that undercoat and remove any loose hair. I'll get that rinse down. We start off with that blueberry facial and get that shampoo rolling in. Conditioner right on top. Now 10 minutes with my flexible slicker. Work my way from head to paw. It's going to help get that shampoo and conditioner in and also remove loose hair. You can see there how much is already coming out. And he's being a real good boy for me, thankfully. You want to just keep this process up for the full 10 minutes. Or if hair stops coming out for the most part, you can stop there. With him, I'm definitely not stopping early. So finish up those 10 minutes there and then we'll get him rinsed down with a quick towel dry. Now I'll move on to the power dryer, which is a really important part for that D-shed as well. Sits there like a rock for me. Once dry, we'll get that Equus avocado mist again. Then I'll use my favorite D-shed brush, the Refresh. Using the short medium one here. Another 10 minutes or so like I did in the bath. This brush works really well to get that undercoat pulled out very gently. He's just sitting here looking at the door waiting for his owners. Finish up there and you can see some of the hair that came out just from that. Now we'll check out his nice, clean, healthy, fresh coat. No crazy hair coming out anymore. Now Chase is on the case and ready to go home. Today I got to work on this golden retriever named Daisy. She's definitely a beauty. I'm going to do a D-shed on her today. Start off with that blueberry facial and get the shampoo rolling in. Once that shampoo's in, we'll get that conditioner right on top. I noticed some type of gunk right here in her tail. So I'll loosen it up with a slicker brush and then I'll take a comb and get the rest out. Now I'll start brushing her with a soft pin slicker. Gonna do this for about 10 minutes or so. You can see how much hair I'm getting out already. We'll continue this process from head to paw, not forgetting those buns. Then you may need to add more shampoo in between and that's okay too. She doesn't like to stand up for me so I gotta hold her, but not enough to be noodled. Then I'm not even sure. Next we'll brush her once more over, get that last bit of hair out. Now we'll go in for that rinse down with a quick towel dry. Now onto the power dryer. She definitely did that on purpose. But she did really well for this. A little bit scared, but just needed a little bit of comforting. After she's all dry and fluffy, we'll get that Equus avocado mist with that slicker brush again. Get her brushed out a couple times over. That's going to get any tangles out and get that avocado mist in really well. And I'll switch over to my favorite D-shed brush, the Refresh. Going to brush her for about another 10 minutes here. She's not losing too much hair, but still quite a bit. Of course, she doesn't want to stand for me, which is pretty common. Now the tail, always their least favorite part. She decides she needs a little rest on me. Now we'll get her all bowed up and check out that nice, clean, healthy, fresh coat. No crazy hair coming out, and she's all ready to go home. Today I got to work on this blue-eyed doggy named Indy. And she's dealing with some dry skin, so we're going to use that Equus Microtech today on her. Going to get her rinsed down really good, and then we'll start off with that blueberry facial and get that shampoo rolling in. Now, of course, that soft rubber curry brush, get her scrubbed up from head to paw. You can see how well it suds everything up better than my hands would. This brush also really helps on those short-haired parts of the legs and paws. And her tail's quite a bit thicker, so I'll use a slicker brush on that. See the bit of hair I got out of that. Now we're all finished. We'll go for that rinse down with a quick towel dry. Now onto the power dryer, where she sits like a rock for me even when it's on full blast. That's always helpful. Now we'll get that Equus Microtech spray once she's dry. Then my favorite de-shed brush, the Refresh. Use the short medium hair one on her today. Now I have a lot of success with this, as you can see with the hair on the ground. And she'll sit still for me for a few seconds at a time, but that's about it. Super nice. She just was ready to go home already. See her jumping around here like a little bunny rabbit. And so proud of herself, like she got me to stop. So after 10 minutes there, we'll check out her nice, clean, healthy, shiny coat. No crazy hair coming out. And she's all ready to go home. Today I got to work on this cute little Corgi puppy. Of course, he had those little puppy nails. So he got those trimmed down first, and he did really well for that. And the owners wanted his teeth brushed, so we got that done, and he didn't know what the heck was going on. Next, we'll get him rinsed down. Then we start off with that blueberry facial and get the shampoo rolling in. And his coat's pretty thick, so we'll use these gloves today. Get him scrubbed up from head to paw. These gloves are going to get a much better clean than just my hands would. He's just a puppy, so he's not losing anything right now. So we'll get him rinsed down, quick towel dry. Now on to the power dryer. Take a little break and switch it up. Now back to work. Next, I'm going to use that Equus avocado mist and get that rubbed in really well. Then I'll just use a little soft slicker brush for him. Thankfully, he's not really shedding yet, so we're just going to get that spread around for a few minutes. Next, I got to take some time to play with him, of course. And he's just a nice little guy. Next, we'll get him that bandana. A little bit more playtime. Then we'll check out his nice, clean, healthy coat. No crazy hair coming out. And he's too cute not to get some more final close-up shots. Now he's all ready to go home. Today I got to work on little Macy. She was found dumped in Compton. She was filthy, tick-infested, and starving. Now she's doing much better and looking to get adopted. She's 4 years old and amazing with kids and other dogs. So I'm going to get her cleaned up and hoping to get her adopted soon. Start off with that blueberry facial. Gave her some extra pampering. Then we'll get that shampoo rolling in. Getting those little toe beans. Now I use a soft pin slicker. This is going to get that shampoo scrubbed in really well. And just work it through that long hair much better than my hands would. It's also going to get rid of any tangles and loose dead hair. After that, once or twice over, we'll get her rinsed down with a quick towel dry. Now right before the power dryer, use that Marigold conditioning spray. It's going to help her coat look nice and healthy and smell great. She does really well, so once dry, we get another soft slicker and then an avocado mist. Now we're going to brush her all over to remove any loose dead hair and get that coat looking nice and shiny. Removing any tangles as well. I'm going to follow through with a comb. Now a little smell check, make sure she's looking fresh. Give her a slight trim on the booty, making sure she's looking extra nice. Now we'll get her all bowed up. Check out her nice, clean, healthy coat. No crazy hair coming out. And let's give her a chance to be all ready to go home.